Hi, it's Emma, and today I'm going to be speaking with you about the beautiful city of Prague where I live. The first thing I love about living here in Prague are the parks. My favourite park is Stromovka. Stromovka holds a special place in my heart. When my son was born here, I used to take him on many walks. It's very big and there's lots of different areas to explore, and it's particularly beautiful in the summertime and the autumn. In the summertime, you'll find there are many festivals there, food festivals, art festivals, music festivals. There are also barbecue and picnic areas where you can cook your own food, and you'll see many families having birthday parties there for their children. There are also different playgrounds for various age groups. There's a lovely little restaurant and a cafe there which is connected to a playground for the younger children. So it's perfect for new mums who are looking to kill some time and go for coffees. It's also beautiful in the autumn because there's so many trees in Stromovka. Colours are really stunning. Another park that I really like is Letna because the views are really amazing. If you like photography and you are looking to get some really nice shots of Prague, I highly recommend going there just for the views. And there you'll also find a really nice cafe, bar where you can enjoy a drink with friends. It's a really nice place to meet new people. The parks here in Prague are so well kept and maintained. It feels really safe and clean. Another amazing thing about Prague is the architecture. Beautiful architecture everywhere you look. It's a medieval city with tons of history, with little streets and lots of interesting things to see. You really can't get bored living here. There's always something new to discover and just so much character everywhere. Romanesque chapels and cellars, Gothic cathedrals, Baroque palaces and gardens, worldly Art Nouveau buildings and unique Cubist architecture.
Also, fun fact, there are over 2,000 castles and chateaux in Czech Republic. Now that's more than in any other country in the whole of Europe. That's pretty amazing.
The more you travel outside of Prague, the more castles you'll see. It's really amazing. If you want to go on day trips, living in Prague is perfect for that. Plus you've got Slovakia, Poland, Austria, all next door, plus Germany, of course. In the summertime, it gets up to the mid-30s. In the winter, it can get down to -10, depending on what area you're living in. Being British, this is really nice for me because I know that every summer I'm guaranteed to enjoy sunshine and not rain. Even in the winter, the sun is shining and there's blue skies. The next fabulous thing about Prague is the transport network. To give you an example of what good value this is, when I was living in London, I would spend, this was about 5 years ago, I would spend about £120 for a monthly ticket, a monthly Oyster card. Now here I'm paying just 550 crowns, which works out about £20. So with that travel card, you use the trams, the buses and the metro. I highly recommend getting the app called the IDOS app, which is pretty much like the TfL app for Londoners. And it shows you the fastest route to get to your destination via tram, metro or bus. It's so reliable here, there's so much space. There's no queues to get on anything, unlike when you're trying to get on the tube in London. It's crazy. So this for me is one of the things that I love the most about living here. So the old trams are like really lovely and beautiful to look at. You know, it's real character of Prague is the tram. However, if you're a mum travelling with a buggy or you're a disabled wheelchair user, then I do not recommend using them unless you want to ask another passenger to help lift your buggy up onto the tram. When I had my son in the buggy, I would tend to avoid the older trams. The new trams are much wider. They're wheelchair accessible, buggy accessible, and there's plenty of space for buggies and wheelchairs. If you want to have your groceries delivered, then you've got the option of Dame Yidlo or Rohlik. For a small fee, you can get all of your groceries delivered. Now, if you're a foodie like myself and you like to cook different cuisine, there are specialty stores. So they've got Asian, Indian, Korean, Greek. And Prague is a great city just to stroll around. And in my opinion, it's the best way to really get a feel for the city. There's plenty of places to stop for coffees and food. It's quite common for the women here to take up to 2 to 3 years off maternity leave. I myself took up to 3 years, and you can get maternity benefit for up to 4 years. You really don't need to worry so much about speaking Czech. However, I would recommend learning some basic Czech. I think it's just respectful to show you're making an effort, because the Czech people can really respond much better if you're at least trying. Even if it's terrible, they will really appreciate you taking that time to try. Unless you are going to one of the government buildings, where I found a lot of people not speaking any English and not responding well to me, not speaking any Czech. But it's full of culture. If you love art galleries, museums, theatres, going out to restaurants, cafes, etc., it's a great place. In the summertime, you have really great music festivals, there's food markets, and in the winter time, you've got amazing Christmas markets all over the city. So if you're a fan of mulled wine and all the yummy things and Christmas shopping and enjoying just the general Christmassy vibes, then it's great for that. A great way to find out about events around Prague is to join some Facebook groups. One of the groups that I absolutely love is the Prague Women's Expat group. And I've used it just to ask questions and search any topics. It's also a great place to meet other people. And this is really important when you move to a new city, is to try and establish a little support network. One of which I used when I had my son in 2019. I joined a group for Prague babies, and I used this group to meet up with other women who had just had babies, also expats like myself, and it was really helpful to have access to a little community of my own who understood the struggles of being a new mum and being in a new country. Another great place is Instagram. Even if you're just looking for places to go for a drink or new restaurants or new events in Prague, Instagram is great. It feels really safe. And coming from London, I feel noticeably safer. So it's safer compared to other European cities, for sure. Obviously, in the tourist zones, you've got to watch out for the pickpockets, because they thrive in these areas. All expats actually have to have paid health insurance. I personally use VZP, which is pretty much accepted everywhere. There are doctors in each district, and you are free to choose your doctor. It's westernised and relatively inexpensive. Most doctors speak English, however the nurses tend to speak only Czech and understand basic English. I love this city, and I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching. Bye!